Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. Today I'll just review BTC USD on the daily, and then we'll go into some other coins probably. What are we looking at here? We are looking at Bitcoin escaping its several month range between 30 and 40K. Several short-term bullish indicators on the chart. I mean, 200-day EMA has been flipped to support. As you can see, this area was resistance several times all throughout May and June, and once again in July as well. And price briefly dipped underneath, and the 200-day EMA held as support, and now price is breaking upwards. I thought that 40K or 42K was kind of like the area to watch, 42 to 40,000. Those are areas that I was interested in as an SR flip, but it looks like Bitcoin is fairly strong right now. We'll look a little bit closer on lower time frame charts, but for many months, ever since this range, during this range, I always thought that kind of 50K was the area to watch for a lot of reasons, but and I'm happy to actually see this happening now. So what's going to happen after like it taps 50,000? I actually don't know. This could actually squeeze even higher to 55K or so, and even possibly 60, but after that, I have no idea. I think a lower high is very likely. Like I think that we'll probably hit something like, go lower, or even like right here, we'll just start coming lower. I think it's pretty likely that this just hits a lower high, and then we'll hit some higher low and then chop around for another few months. That's kind of my overall expectation. Maybe Bitcoin starts to move strongly in September or October. It wouldn't surprise me. Maybe like pull back, higher low, established at like 35 or 40,000, consolidate for a bit longer, and then we start a moon mission in Q4. That would make sense to me. So what are we looking at on the lower time frame charts? We are looking at a potential break of this range high at 48K, and we are about to see if this is going to reject. I mean, personally, I actually think that this will break through. The reason is that, and if you look at it on very low time frame charts too, this is really just like a straight range. Anywhere from, we'll go to another chart to clean it up a little bit. This is just really just a range. I mean, if you look at, you can mark like the highs, and then you can mark these lows. So price is just in a range consolidation on the lower, very low time frames. This is the BTC USD on the 1 hour. Why I think that this is actually going to break through this time? There's a few reasons. Number one, this consolidated right before it broke through, so it's like not all just one big move up. Secondly, this resistance area has been tapped twice, as you guys always know. I always like to say, resistance and support both get weaker the more times it's tapped, and from a context standpoint, this still, to me, is still short-term bullish. Like, it's still a bullish market structure on the lower time frame charts. Like, if you look on the 4 hour, ever since 30K, this is just like higher highs and higher lows across the board. And even if you mark it on this lower time frame at the 4 hour, like this is a low here, and price was still able to make a higher low, albeit very, very, very close. And now this is like a higher high still established. So for me, this still makes sense that this will break out. And if it does break out of this range, I expect some a little bit more volume to follow up. But from a context standpoint, as I said, 50 to 55K is kind of like my target area. And I mean, really 50K is not that far away. It's very close, relatively speaking. After that, I honestly, as I said, I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, price could make new lows, of course. I did always say that as a possibility. But I do believe that 30K will be like the macro lows for this little cycle here. And As I said, I think that it's likely that price just hits some sort of lower high and then some higher low. I don't know where it's going to be. And then we just see some chop. Something like this. So that's my overall plan for BTC USD. And as of right now, it does look like this is like bullish too. It does look like this is going to be a breakout. We're seeing some decent buy volume come in, and yeah, so we'll just see. Let's look at a few altcoins. I'll just look at Ethereum here. ETH/USD looks pretty good, but I mean, again, similar to what I said, or I'm sorry, considering what I said before too on previous videos, ETH usually moves like Bitcoin. I mean, the two asset classes are like the biggest in crypto right now. I believe that this looks pretty bullish. This is just kind of consolidating underneath this resistance area. This is a 4-hour supply zone. This right here, as you can see back in May, this was kind of like the last consolidation area before the big dump. And this entire area was an area I marked as a supply zone. And as you can see, price is just consolidating underneath it. To me, this looks like it's slowly grinding through. And if Bitcoin does make its way up to 50 to 55,000, I'm actually expecting this 3,500 to 3,900 area to get tapped. That's kind of like my next area up. And this will go as Bitcoin goes, of course, as it usually always does. If Bitcoin goes higher, then I expect ETH/USD to also go higher. But yeah, things look pretty good overall. I mean, altcoins are in an environment which look pretty solid. Let's look briefly at Bitcoin dominance too. Bitcoin dominance is in a downtrend, as you can see. To me, it kind of hit this like lower high here. And, you know, charting these things is not as useful as it used to be back when there wasn't a Uniswap or other DEXs available. But because of Uniswap, there's a lot more shit coins on the market, which kind of dilutes Bitcoin dominance just a little bit. But, you know, it's still like a useful macro indicator in my opinion. I marked this 49.6 level, and it looks like price almost made it there and now is pulling back. So it wouldn't surprise me to see this kind of grind a little bit farther down. I still think that many altcoins like have a little bit more juice left in the tank for this current little cycle that we're having. But then I actually think that we're going to see like pretty strong BTC dominance moves up through starting in maybe like November, or I'm sorry, October or November. We'll see Bitcoin dominance go higher. And if you don't know what Bitcoin dominance is the amount that Bitcoin is in relation to the total crypto market cap. So generally speaking, when Bitcoin dominance goes up, that means that alt BTC values go down. And it's usually better to be in Bitcoin when Bitcoin dominance goes up. And if you are an altcoin trader and you like seeing altcoins moon, then you want to see Bitcoin dominance go down, because that means that the altcoin market caps are going higher relative to Bitcoin in terms of the total crypto market cap. So anyways, yeah, I think that we'll maybe see this kind of tap again, this kind of 41% area, and then we'll see Bitcoin dominance go higher, and then we'll maybe see some alts doing pretty well in the winter. So anyways, those are kind of my thoughts overall on the midterm, and yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. So stay safe out there. Make sure you guys take profits on your altcoins as well. It should be good for the next few weeks, but be careful.